Good morning. Here we are in my kitchen, fulfilling my lifelong dream of having a cooking show. And if you saw last Monday morning update, I was with my mom. She was sipping her first latte ever, which was a big deal because she doesn't drink coffee. But we were talking about during my solo homeschool years when my brothers were at school and I was just with her by my lonesome. We hadn't had a TV for like 7 years of my childhood, and then we got this small little 19-inch with a little VHS player in the bottom. And all that we could get with bunny ears was like PBS and like one news station. So the extent of my TV watching during that season was Barney, and I was too old for Barney. Lamb Chops Play Along, never too old for that, and cooking shows. And so that's what I would watch, and then I would go up to the kitchen and I would pretend I would stand in the corner and pretend there was a camera there. And we don't know what I made, but it was fun. Anyways, so what we're gonna do today is I do go to Kova most mornings, but it can get expensive. So I bought this bag, and my brother for my birthday bought me this Chemex. I don't know if any of you guys use a Chemex, but see, here's the thing that I don't like about Chemex is I'm a freak about temperature, and so I'm heating it right now because that's the one thing, since Chemex takes so long. How are we gonna do this here? Maybe we'll set this down like this. Since Chemex takes so long, sometimes it can take away the piping hot coffee that I like. The reality is, for this Chemex thing, you're supposed to like weigh the coffee and how much you use, and you're supposed to have a special pour and all this stuff for the water. And I'm like, I'm sorry, ain't nobody got time for that. Are we still doing that joke? Okay, so, whoops, coffee down. These are the coffee beans that I use. Porfirio Castanelos from Honduras. So, coffee people, is that enough? And then I think I'm supposed to, okay, so the one thing that I read is that then you take your water. If you guys don't have one of these things, like hot water heaters where you push down that little button, it's a game changer. Okay, I already heated that. And so then I think you're supposed to, it says you're supposed to pour just a little bit. Usually you're supposed to have one of these like spouts like this. Just pour and let it flour, it says. But the thing is, if the pour is too heavy, then it like makes a dent in the grounds and then it starts filtering before it's supposed to filter. So I don't know. That's what I did. Tell me if that's right. I just did a little bit of water, letting it flour. Okay. So while that flours for 30 seconds and then we continue to pour over, I have my mug, which is a mug I'm really excited to show you. Also heating up in hot water that I put in the kitchen sink. But right now, we'll talk about what's coming up on the site this week, and we'll just package up our coffee because I'm trying to be neat and organized because my mother came and we completely got rid of, like, I didn't want my TV back to, hey, comes full circle. Just like as a child not having TV, I decided, you know what, I don't want a TV anymore. I didn't have cable anyway, so the only time I used it was when I watched DVDs. But now with all those special online programs, it just felt like an eyesore. So got rid of my TV and this little like entertainment system, but really it was one time I moved into an apartment and someone had left an IKEA box, and I don't really know what the piece of furniture was, but I somehow put it together kind of wrong and made it into an entertainment system that I've used for the last 7 years. Anyways, are we at 30 seconds? How's the flouring? I don't know. I'm gonna have to get feedback from you coffee people. We'll just add some more water. Pretend this is a fancy pour. Let's see, what do you guys think? That's what I did. And see, then it starts just slowly doing that. On the site, 2 things this week, as always. There's going to be a video where someone writes in about how they're jealous because it seems like all their friends' lives are better than their lives. I'm sorry, I'm not banging on all cylinders this morning. And so I just do a video while driving. Actually, I'm driving to Kova in the video. At the very end, I have a little macchiato. But I talk about what I think this person should do and some perspectives that we should have. But it's not easy. And then the other thing that we're doing on the site this week, I'm forgetting. I literally just looked at what it was. It's going to come to me in one of the things at the Love and Respect conferences that my parents do, and that is in the book is this respect letter. My dad talks about writing a respect letter and the power that can have with husbands, fathers, brothers, but a lot of people don't know how exactly. And so I actually have some practical examples. Someone from a speaking engagement that I went to that told me a story, and then a friend of mine that I saw did a post on Facebook for her husband. And I just thought, okay, these are practical examples. I'll share them with you. So I would love for you women who are wondering what that looks like to check that out. And for you men to check it out and say, does this resonate with my soul? Is there something that touches me more through a card like this as opposed to, you know, a Hallmark, flowery, whatnot. So, well, I hoped that we would get to the point where you'd be able to see me drink some coffee, but I feel like we're not unless we stay here. You guys want to stay for 10 minutes? Do you? The reality is, I think I love Portland so much, but it really has ruined me for, like, I used to be fine with hotel coffee, and now I, like, drink it just because I'm addicted, but I don't like it. I'll tell you that. Oh, hey, another big piece of news. Wait, I'm going to turn this way. I was in the LAX airport last week, and I was traveling home, and I see this beautiful tall woman, and I was like, I know her. So, but I couldn't remember her name, and so I Googled most famous WNBA player, and then Lisa Leslie popped up, and I was like, yep, that's her. So then I walked over to her, and I kind of, like, I legitimately got nervous, because, you know, it's like, you're just like, wow, I'm being that person right now, and they're going about their life, but I'm going to interrupt them in the coffee bean and tea leaf line. And so I did, and I was like, hi, I'm 32, but I was wondering if you would sign my cast. And look, right there, Lisa Leslie, number 9 USA. And then it's right next to my friend Bren, who's 4. So, you know, some pretty important autographs there. All right, it's, you know what, guys, I'll just let you know. Just call me and I'll tell you how the coffee turned out. Have a good day.